Hello everyone and welcome to Japan. The overnight stay vlogs are back and I'm so glad to be saying that. My original plan was for the series to come back on my Australia trip. Unfortunately, trying to make it a bit of a sob story, I did have a medical emergency on the day. I couldn't make it the trip at all. So it's going to be back now in Tokyo. I am knackered, I haven't slept in 2 days. You can see on my head it is warm here. So let me take you back where it all began yesterday in Hull as we checked out of my motel. We stayed in the motel in Hull, we went across to London, stayed there overnight, and then we got a 14-hour flight to Tokyo. So I'm going to show you everything. 3 different hotels. We're going to do taste testers in Japan. We're going to do all sorts here. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the content this week. We have several videos planned, so make sure you stick around to see them all. I'm buzzing to be here. I'm looking forward to watching Newcastle United play. But let's begin with Hull City. Just picked up a Wendy's and we are en route to the hotel room now. One question I always tend to get asked whenever I get a chance to actually go watch Newcastle play all these away games is, Adam, what places in the UK are the best and the worst? Now, this is actually the first time I've stayed in Hull. I've been to the K-Com Stadium before, back in 2018. Hosselu and Perez scored both the goals in a 2-2 draw. Both players have just won the Euros with spear. I mean, what on earth is going on? This world is mad. But in terms of Hull, I know you look at the background now and you see nothing open. It kind of looks a bit crap. Trust me when I say this is nowhere near the worst place I've been in the UK. Worst I've been to, probably Croydon, gonna be honest. That one, it was actually unsafe and someone tried to steal my phone once. Sheffield, I actually like Sheffield as a city, but Sheffield Wednesday is probably the most unsafe game I've been to. People actually tried to attack me in that game. So yeah, not the biggest fan of Wednesday fans, but in terms of places that I do like, I said it there, I think Sheffield's underrated. I think Nottingham is quite good. Honestly, Forest is actually a good away game. Definitely one of my favourite places in the UK. Probably wouldn't tend to say one of the best. The obvious ones like Manchester are quite nice. I think London, for some of the games, are good. Again, no, not really the most friendliest of places, but in terms of scenery, in terms of having the chance to see everything, London's definitely one of the go-to ones. But for me, you had to pick one, either Sheffield, Nottingham or Manchester. Those 3 are always ones that I think you have a good time every time you go there. Let me show you something. One thing I can't stand that I've just seen while walking past Sports Direct, and I can't stand Sports Direct anywhere, is this. What's going on here? Manchester United promotional work in Hull. Who's supporting Man U living in Hull? I think it's incredible, you know. It makes me so angry to see all these glory hunters. I'm telling you now, but Newcastle wins something. I was there from the start. I was there from minute 1. Why Manchester United here in Hull? What is going on? We have just checked into the Campanile Hotel over here in Hull, and as you can see, it has a bit of a motel feeling to it, so it's trying to relate to the American style motels. And if you guys have been a supporter of the channel for at least a year now, you know just how bad my experience actually was at a motel in New Jersey. So can the motel here in Hull do a better job than the American ones? Let's find out. But just behind me as well is the Doubletree Hotel. So on top of that, that's where Newcastle United stay, and I can see their coach before. So while they're over there in that unreal hotel, I'm here on this heap. So it's a bit of a horrible feeling when you first check in, when you see all the hotels around this little corner section. But I'm hoping for £50 in this night, would it deliver? Let's find out. This is my hotel for the night. There's a random dog here, but we are in 21 at Campanile Hotel, so let's see how is the room. It is not too bad. What's going on? There's a dog in my room. Go on, get out, boy. Get out, big dog. Dog running in my room, but yeah, we're gonna put the Wendy's down. we'll show you around the room. What the hell is going on here? Well, I saw a dog in my room. But yeah, in terms of the room itself, obviously I've been in before. I was charging the Nintendo Switch up, so I'm actually trying to play some games on the plane. So I've got to basically download them all. This is my window view. Again, as I mentioned, Newcastle United's hotel is literally there, so I can just see how nice their hotel is. And when you compare it to my room, I can imagine for you guys, you're probably looking at this again and going, oh, Adam, this is crap. Trust me, we have had some bad standards on this channel. That's the first time a dog has came into the hotel room. But even then, I still think this is actually better than the New Jersey motel, which says quite a lot. In terms of hygiene, not the nicest. There was stains everywhere. You can see quite a noticeable one there. Hello there. It's not nice. There's some on the toilet seat, so when I'm parking my bum down, it's not something you want to do. I'm probably not going to go in the bath or a shower, but for one night, I can't complain. It cost me like 50 quid. It's not that bad. Definitely staying in worse, but if I was staying here multiple nights, not something I would personally recommend for my room. But let's go to bed. Let's see how the stay is, and then let's wake up in the morning and see how my sleeping experience was. Good morning. That sleep was crap, not gonna lie. Woke up around 6 in the morning, filtered in and out of sleep, but this bed has definitely had a bit of action in it over the years, and it just isn't a pleasant sleep. But this is the one time I'm actually not going to complain, because the fact I've had a bad sleep and I'm not going to sleep the next night, so when I get on my flight at 7 in the morning, I can just sleep during the flight, so I don't actually mind it for once. And speaking of that flight, I've just been sent the weather schedule when I land at 7 AM in Tokyo. 35 degrees and it's a lightning strike. What on earth is that combination? Bear in mind, obviously, we're going to be in the sky when there's a lightning strike, so that's not even safe for one. And two, 35 degrees at 7 in the morning. How? Mental. So I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait to get there to the summer weather. But today, it's host city. Let's head to the KCOM Stadium and fingers crossed we don't get mauled by the Tigers.
Not bad, lads. Well done. Take that.
Full time in Hull. Newcastle United have won 2-0 and what was quite a good performance. I was pleased with that. I'm not pleased with this weather though. It just went crap all of a sudden. So I've now got to walk 20 minutes in this way into this Premier Inn, because that's where I left my luggage. So my bag storage is there. I've got to go 20 minutes in one direction, get that, and go 20 minutes back in the other direction to go to the train station, which is just behind me. Going to get on a train for 2.5 hours. It goes all the way down to London. Probably going to change before I get on that train, because I'm going to be damp and wet at that point. I don't want to sit in the train like that. So probably going to get changed, then go on the train for 2.5 hours. When I get off, it's straight on a tube over to Kensington. Staying there for the night. Probably not going to sleep. So again, when I'm on the flight, I can just sleep during that 14-hour trip. Be getting on the plane at 9 in the morning. So back to Heathrow. Last time I was at Heathrow was when I collapsed. So not be the nicest feeling going there, but I think once I actually get through the customs, once I'm actually properly in the airport this time, I'm going to enjoy myself and then we'll be ready to get on the plane. But we just need to get down to London first. We get the last direct train at 6:30. Do not miss that train, Adam. (9:30 PM). We are now here at London's King's Cross. Let's get on the tube and head down to Earl's Court. Just about to check into my second hotel now over here in London. Quite literally about 10 minutes ago was all the queuing trip here, stuff in his Instagram story. Not pleased about it, which I'm going to talk about in my separate video. But nevertheless, we're going to check in now and settle in for the night. Time for the second hotel room now. This one also cost me about £50 to stay at night, so we are 2 for 2 so far. And I'm not going to lie, bit of a hidden gem this one. I've actually slept for a couple of hours. I was somewhat of a liar. I planned on staying up the entire time. Thought, you know what, we're going to sleep for 2 hours and I'm going to sleep in the plane anyway. So I made sure I got some sleep. But the bed's surprisingly quite high up and it was comfortable as well. As for the bathroom, it is bloody tiny, but I have been able to get myself a shower. But other than that, our Wi-Fi was rubbish in here, but the Kensington Hotel actually delivered. I might have to come back here again during the Premier League season and review it properly, but honestly, for what it was, definitely better than the motel over in Hull. We have made it past the customs here at Heathrow Airport, so already we have done better than the Australia trip. I haven't been hospitalised so far, so this is a good start to the trip, and I didn't get touched up as well when I went through the customs, because I think Heathrow Airport probably the worst for that, because the security does not mess around. They will search absolutely everywhere and it's not pleasant. But we made it in now. We are ready to board the plane and to make that 14-hour direct flight. Because of my accident last time, I don't want to mess around this time. I could have paid way less and actually got cheaper flights to have 1 or 2 changeovers. I'm just going to do work direct. I don't want to mess around just in case something was to happen. I want to make sure it's as easy as possible for me. So we're going to get ourselves on there. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to be on British Airways. I've done it before, UK wise. I've actually never done it for a long haul flight like this. So compare it to the American Airways, it's going to be hard to beat that one. I think Saudi as well had quite a good competitive flight to battle with, so hopefully British Airways can get ourselves up there, because we need to represent ourselves well. But let's get on the plane now and let's see what it's all about. Time is currently 7:30 in the morning. We have just got the monorail across from Tokyo Airport. Temperature is 36 degrees at 7 in the morning. 36 degrees is mad. So straight away got the jacket on, got changed, and we are ready to head out somewhere. Haven't decided where yet, because the fact it is so early we can't check in the hotel for quite a long time. So we've got something planned. We're going to look around Tokyo and just see what the city has to offer. It's surreal being here actually. I've never been anywhere in Asia before, so it's a chance to come down to Japan. It was always a place where I like going to, so I'm just going to settle and enjoy it. And that feels so much better than wind from the monorail there. But I do like this transport, it's surprisingly quite clean. But then again, I'm used to being on the time we are bloody metro all the time, so I think anything is upgrade on that. But it is impressive how clean everything is in Japan. It's lovely to see the exotic wildlife here in Japan. How are the patrons here? I see little arseholes all around Rose Inn. What are you doing here? I have absolutely no idea what this is, but we're going to drink it. I don't even drink milkshakes, coffees, tea, or anything from Starbucks, but this weather has seriously humbled me. I mean, this has been in the sun for 30 seconds, and look at the state that I drink. It's like melting already. But let's have a taste of it. Not for me. But I'll talk about the flight and the way here, as I mentioned before. Longest flight I've ever been on, first time being in Asia. Sound. I've got no issues with long haul flights at all. There's a lot of entertainment to watch. love watching some movies, Wi-Fi, you pay £20 for the full flight, just literally go on YouTube and watch whatever the hell you want. Or let's say you had someone like Disney Plus or Netflix down there, you can just go out and watch anything, so you can't complain. The food looks crap when you watch it back, but it tastes alright, it's not too bad. I regret buying this though. I think this is probably the worst thing about this trip so far. It's bloody terrible. But yeah, cheers. We have got to check out the Pokemon store library in here in Japan. Used to be a massive fan of this when I was a kid. And they've actually got a store in Tokyo, so let's go find it. Oh my god, my 6-year-old self will be screaming out right now. We've got to check out the Pokemon store. I used to love watching this as a kid. I used to play it quite a lot on Nintendo DS as well, even though I'm happy to switch with it, but I haven't actually bought any Pokemon games on it. Look how many there are. I don't know half of these are. I mean, who the hell was the bloody unicorn seal thing? Who the hell was that? I do remember some. I remember the little bug up there. I remember that one. I used to have some of these in the house actually. God, this is giving me so many childhood memories. I love watching this when I was like 5. Don't remember much from the show, but I do remember that absolute legend up there, Pikachu. Look at the size of him. It looks so cool. I like this a lot. Have a look, guys. What else they got on here? Oh, they like licensed food products. Should we buy some Pokemon food and give it a taste test later? What on earth is that? We might have to buy some Pokemon food and try it out because I've got a feeling it's going to be terrible. But yeah, I mean, this is so cool to see now. This is one thing I like about the Japanese culture, actually. They've got a lot of different cartoons and anime stuff that is cool to see in person. I'm not going to pretend I watch it because I don't, but... What is that? Is that Pokemon pasta? It's just mad, and it's such a big brand. I'm not quite sure what that is on the left, but it is so popular, whatever that little bear thing is. Now, one thing I'm looking for down here, I know there's a Lego shop. We're going to definitely check that out. Look, there's even a Spider-Man shop. It's actually so cool. Like, I kind of wish we had something like this in the UK. It's like a shop inside, just literally just dedicated to TV shows and just anything media-wise. Like, we've got a Kirby cafe. Never played the Kirby games before, but again, it's just something that you can't appreciate it for what you can see. Now, where is that Lego shop? That is one thing I am desperate to see in here. It must be further down. Just to give you a heads up, by the way, we have actually bought some Pokemon food, which we're going to try out once we check into the hotel. And here is the Lego shop. Now, I want to see what Japanese Lego sets you actually have, so let's have a look in straight away. Straight away, these Transformer ones aren't in the UK. Something I quite like to see. Now, if Lego wasn't so expensive, I'd actually buy some of this, so I'd actually try and build all the sets. But it's just so bloody expensive, so I don't have to bother. I was always the biggest fan of the Star Wars Lego because it looks so good when you actually build them. There's the Interceptor there. I used to have this quite a lot when I was a kid. I still got the figures actually, they're worth quite a lot of money, believe it or not. But in terms of the sets, yeah, I don't even know where they are now. I've got a feeling the parents would have probably thrown them out. Oh yeah, I did see, this came out recently. Actually, how has Peppa Pig got Lego figures now? They got like literally every brand now. How the bloody hell has Peppa Pig got them? There's Mickey Mouse there. There's a disclaimer for you as well. We are going to go to Disneyland at some point because there's one in Tokyo and in Disney Sea as well. And since we're quite close to it, you can't say no to that. So next overnight stay vlog for the second game, you're going to see me at Disneyland as a disclaimer for you. Last but not least, let's show you my third hotel room of the video. And as we head in, we have some immediate problems. The room size isn't ideal. I don't mind so much, to be fair. Just to give you the price, I paid $320 for 7 nights. So what's on average? Probably about £45 a night, which you can't complain about. The problem being is the air conditioning doesn't work, so we've got this box here. Now the box is okay, so the air pumps out obviously this side upwards. But when I'm out of the room, it's not going to pump up. So this is going to be my saving grace during the night, and I have a feeling that it's not going to perform that well. But yeah, that's actually a problem. As for the rest of the room, though, some interesting parts. Got a nice little origami duck there. Whoever made that, it's well done. Hello there. I mean, the room, for what it is, I wouldn't mind it if it wasn't for the fact that it's quite literally the hottest temperature I've ever been. I mean, look at this face. I am drenched with sweat. I have multiple layers of sun cream on, and I still feel burnt. And my face still feels burnt, so... yeah, being with this every single night, this room, trust me when I say it is hot in this room. It's not nice. Obviously, the colours are dark. It's quite... wouldn't say claustrophobic, but it is close together. It's not ideal for that. And speaking of close together, the bathroom actually is quite claustrophobic. It should be able to do the job well. The spa is open to 1 AM though, so cold bath probably in the spa, and then I have to shoot a box on. You try and get 2 key cards of that box and just run the entire time, because otherwise I'm going to be screwed. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this introduction to Tokyo. Now, even in my short stint here, I have to be honest, positive experience. There are quite a few positives, I think, for any tourist that's coming over here, especially if you are from the United Kingdom. First point I like to make is how cheap it actually is once you're in Tokyo. The flights are expensive this time of the year, it is a fortune, but once you actually get to Tokyo, hotels are cheap and there's tens of thousands of them, and food and drink is much cheaper than it is back in the United Kingdom, just due to how poor the Japanese yen currency is at the minute. So in terms of the exchange, you're actually much better off. You from United Kingdom, the pound's worth so much more. So when you come here, all the food and drinks are so much cheaper, because if you convert the money correctly, then you've got yourself an absolute bargain. That's the first nice point I like to make. The second one is just how clean the place is. I mentioned it briefly before, but I remember actually whenever Japan's playing in the World Cup or just any Olympic sport, any major competition, they always clean up themselves. Even when they lose a big game, they've just got a class about them. And when you actually are in Japan, you can just see how nice and clean everything is, and you've got to give them a lot of credit, because I think it puts the UK to shame. In our point of view, you go home and you just look at everything and go, oh, why can't we do something like that? It is densely populated. There's nothing I will say. There is people absolutely everywhere, and when you look at the major cities in the world, Tokyo has got one of the largest populated cities. Still not the largest, especially in China. There's a few big ones there, but it is amongst the biggest. 14 million people are in the city. You compare to the UK, you're talking 65 to 70 million in the entire country. So it does show how big Tokyo is, and when you're out and about, you feel it, because there is people everywhere and it's tough to do stuff. Weather-wise, it is horrible. Probably the worst weather I've ever seen. Atlanta last year was bad, but the fact that the locals are actually wearing umbrellas, having umbrellas out, just to keep in the shade, just shows how hot it is. Bear in mind, those are the locals, well, never mind me, someone who's used to being in -5 back home in the UK in the bad days. So it's a lot. It is horrible. Like, it is actually an extent. Like, if I was to stand in a non-shady bit over there, like, I would want to go and say that's how hot it is. It's nasty. It is honestly nasty. So not sure what we do for matches yet. Might actually buy a bloody umbrella just so I can have something above my head. It is horrible out here. But plenty of videos coming out though. Stay tuned. My eyes are bloodshot. I've got to go to bed, but I promise you so many more videos coming out. This one already is about 25 minutes long, so I didn't want to draw it on for too long. We are going to try lots of food and lots of different things in the next overnight stay vlog. I want to do more casual vlogs, so stay tuned. You will see me try the Pokemon food. I'm intrigued to see how that goes. But wish you all the best. I hope you enjoyed the first video in Tokyo, and stay tuned for plenty more.